Hey YouTube viewers, this is Steve with AZ Blade Broker, back with yet another knife review. Today we're going to be looking at the TwoSun TS21-D2, well, supposedly D2 blade steel. This is another Chinese import from one of the higher end manufacturers out of China called TwoSun. Yeah, you know, they've got some pretty good stuff. I've been halfway impressed. They're not exactly cheap by any stretch of the imagination. This knife can be bought anywhere from, I've seen them as low as about $45, as high as $60, $65. So, you know, that's why we're going to make this video and let you decide whether or not it's worth it. That's kind of a very much an opinion matter right there. So let's take a look at what we got. So this is the TwoSun TS21 and D2 blade steel. It is a frame lock. It has a removable hardened steel stop. It gets really good penetration there. I'd say well over 50%. You know, it's built as being a titanium frame lock, and you know, looking at the color and the fact that it's pretty heavy, pretty solid, and the material is really hard and non-magnetic. So yeah, I'm going to say it's probably legitimate titanium. This is a nice kind of a clip point or drop point blade. Really nice precision machining with a false edge. Out of the box, it's, you know, I don't know, it's reasonably sharp. I don't know if it's shaving. Yeah, it's pretty good. It'll pluck a few little hairs. It's not spooky sharp, but it's definitely functional. It is a ball bearing flipper. They're billed as having roller bearings in them. You know, they're roller bearings. It's a pretty small pivot point, so they're not great big roller bearings. The action on them out of the box is pretty damn good. Nice flip to them. Very little grinding. The detent's a little stiff on it. You know, I'm finding that a lot on these Chinese imports, especially the frame locks, that they really haven't developed a way of making the frames real nice and springy like the American-made ones, so the detent doesn't put so much pressure on the blade. Now, for a heavy-duty frame lock, this actually centers up pretty good. Yeah, it's pushing the blade over a little bit off the center, you know, maybe a millimeter, if that. But that's not too bad. Lockup on it, it's really tight. There's no blade play at all, which is, you know, considering how smooth the action is and how freely it flips open. You know, it's not like it's going to just fling open, you know, a little wrist snap and it comes open good. But it's right out of the box, so this is the kind of thing that will definitely, you know, get a little bit better with use. Let's take a look at some dimensions. Let's see what we're looking at here. Get the scale warmed up so we don't have to wait for it to zero. Alright, let's see here. Looks like it has about a 3.5 inch blade, and the overall length is around, let's see, add that up. It's about 8 1/8 inch total length. Okay. See what she weighs. 3.8 ounces, so it's, you know, kind of average actually. 110 grams. I'd almost call that a little bit on the light side. So overall, ergonomics are okay, but they're real rigid. It's not something, real harsh edges. It's not something you'd want to use as a bushcraft knife, you know, or as a survival knife, something that you would use extensively. I wouldn't try to whittle with this knife. It's not a whittling style knife. It just would be, there would be just way too many hot spots in the grip of it. So that brings me to my biggest gripe about this particular knife, and I found this on several of the TwoSun knives. The pocket clip is just stupid. You know, I don't know if they don't know how to temper steel or not bothering to temper it to the point where it actually has any spring in it, but it's so stiff you cannot put it in your pocket. Now, I could take this off and bend on it, put it back, take it off, bend it, go back and forth until I got it, you know, to where you could. But I mean, this is just a hard cardboard. I mean, it's all I can do. It's tearing the cardboard on it to put it underneath. There's no way you're going to get this on your pants pocket. There you go, it'll go on. But there's just virtually no spring to it. I mean, I can't, it'll probably tear this card before it'll lift at all. There you go. I mean, it's kind of a joke. I don't know what it's made out of. It's slightly magnetic, so it's probably a stainless. You know, if it had enough carbon content in it, I suppose you could take it off and put it in your oven and start doing some tempering on it and try to put a little bit more spring into it. But yeah, I don't know. It's pointless. You know, even for a Chinese knife, if you're going to pay over $50 for it, it needs to be functional. You know, in pretty much every way. You know, I don't expect to pay that kind of money for an import knife and then have to go fix a big problem on it like the pocket clip. But anyway, I needed to make this video for this knife because it is sold and out the door to a customer today. Hope they like it. Hope they didn't watch this video between now and the time it gets there. But anyway, you can check out my eBay store at surplus-steve11. Same handle, surplus-steve 11 on Gunbroker for automatic knives, balisons. Anyway, that's my video review on the TwoSun TS21-D2. Thanks for watching.